So, most people arrive at healing believing something is fundamentally wrong with them. They're suffering from anxiety, and yes, they're thinking, what's wrong with me? That's the internal dialogue that's going on. And they're tending to avoid something, either life, company, getting out and about. They tend to maybe shut down, maybe you're one of them, or they're people pleasing, looking and seeking approval. And also, um, some people are very hypervigilant, they're on the lookout. So these are not defects. These are intelligent adaptations formed in response to environments that didn't offer enough safety, attunement, or consistency, and for you and your particular nervous system. So when you stop interpreting your symptoms as personal failure and start seeing them as survival strategies, and just say, to stop and pause and reflect. What are the coping mechanisms that I've developed in the course of my life? Whatever it was in your particular life that went on, whatever your story is, what are the things that you've perceived that happened around you that you've adapted to, and it's a case of just becoming aware to start with. So this little video is flagging up to you the need to become aware, and healing and shifting and changing begins the minute you realize that you were responding normally to what to you at the age and stage you were at seemed like confusing or abnormal conditions. So, what I want you to ponder on and get your journal out, this is where journaling is really helpful. What patterns or behaviors have you judged most harshly in yourself? So, that's the first question. What behaviors or patterns have you judged most harshly in yourself? And secondly, how might these patterns have helped you survive at an earlier stage in your life? Things that are kind of getting in your way now, maybe, staying in, withdrawing, not connecting, not going out and about, not meeting up with friends or trying new things. How might those patterns have helped you survive at an earlier stage in life? And so it's not that there's something wrong with you. There's not that there's something wrong with your behavior. It's just that what worked for you when you were younger is now maybe working against you. But it's a matter of becoming aware of that. And in the other videos in the series, you'll see, well, where do you go with that awareness? And the third question is, what changes when you replace self-criticism with curiosity? So instead of criticizing yourself and asking yourself things like, what's wrong with me? What's the matter with me? Why don't I? Actually, park the criticism and switch to, I wonder, I wonder why I do that. I wonder why I feel lonely. But then when people ask me to go somewhere, I say no, and I make excuses not to go. You know, and then afterwards, say when you're feeling lonely again, ask yourself, what's the matter with me? What's wrong with me? So just be curious about it and wonder. Wonder comes from a different part of your brain over here instead of thinking, which is over here. And your critic, your inner critic, resides here. So I'm going to leave you with those questions and pop your answers and comments below. I'd love to hear. So I'll see you in the next video.